Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. I am the Buddha Baddie. I am a psychic and intuitive medium who gets messages that I do channel from spirit. And yeah, so I just did a reading and it was a kind of heavy reading, I'm not gonna lie. So this one I'm praying that it is not gonna be so heavy, because that energy was just like really weighing on me. So spirit, ancient ancestors, universe, source, angels of the highest white light, anything of the negative, anything dark, or anything that is not of the light, please, I ask you to remove yourself from this energy. Yeah, I'm hearing like you can't run from whatever is causing you to feel disheartened, is what I'm hearing. Oh, please don't tell me it's gonna be negative energy. I really hope this is one of those energies where spirit just kind of like switches up on me and is like, actually this is a playful, fun energy. Like I said, the last energy was really heavy, so this could be also this could be an add-on to that. So we're just hoping that that's not the case here. But yeah, okay. Holy Spirit, angels of the highest white light, what energy can we receive from this message? What energy can we receive from this message? Yeah, so sighs. I also need to drink water for this. Please hydrate yourselves, guys. If you feel dehydrated in any type of way, please just hydrate. I'm hearing hydrate or dehydrate. You guys gotta hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Please hydrate. Okay. Let's see. So I'm not really like the last message was kind of like a free flow message. I was just kind of like channeling as I was going. I'm still channeling, but I feel like for right now, like spirit just says like read the cards. Just go with the cards first. Just read the cards first, and then I'll give you a message. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna read the cards first, and then give you guys the message. Hope you guys are doing amazing today. Also, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, comment if this message did resonate with you. If it did, then that's awesome. I'm so happy. If it didn't, totally okay. Maybe another message will resonate for you guys. Okay. What message would like to come through, Holy Spirit, angels? What message would like to come through? What energy would like to come through right now, Spirit? What energy would like to come through? What is the energy today? Oh no, not the devil. Not the devil. No, we had them the last reading. I'm like, not today, Satan. Not today, Satan. So there could be a lot of like mind control here. Yeah, a lot of mind control happening here in your energy. Like, oof. I just heard money magnet. Something about a money magnet. You could be a money magnet. Let's see, what else? Yeah, death. Yeah, there's been an ending for someone here. There's something about a rebirth. You could have been reborn in a way, or transformed in a way. You're very different. I feel like you hold a lot of different qualities about you that I feel like other people might not really understand. They don't understand where you get your power from. They don't understand where you get your source from. Yeah, the High Priestess. That is crazy. Someone has been doing a lot of death magic. Literally, I can't make this up. Death and magician. This is death magic. You guys could deal with a lot of like, oof, this could be Taurus who's done death magic on you. Scorpio energy. Magician is Gemini as well. So yeah, you guys have went through like shady stuff here. But you're a High Priestess. Pisces energy. You guys could be a water sign. Pisces, Aquarius. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So you're heavily in tune with your emotions. You're also very wise. It's like you hold the key to your own kingdom. You hold the key to your own energy. Yeah, it's like it's like your high priest is also someone who's very mysterious. They have a lot of wisdom. They have a lot of spiritual knowledge and insight, but they don't really necessarily show it. You could be someone who's really good at being very spiritually inclined. You could definitely be a psychic, an intuitive like me. And yeah, you probably definitely are if you're someone who like watches readings and certain things like that. And yeah, I'm getting like fruitful. Like you're very fruitful. You could deal with like, you could be someone who deals with the moon cycles in a way. Someone could have been doing death magic to you during this moon cycle here, to cause you to feel like at war with yourself is what I'm hearing. At war with your safety. Whoa. What else, Spirit? Yeah, someone who's like really, yeah. Okay, the Fool. Interesting. And the King of Cups. Why do I feel like Spirit's telling me not to use the King Cups, not to bring the King Cups into this? Maybe the King Cups is not. And yeah, something about healing here. Maybe you're healing from like a masculine energy. Interesting. Yeah, we have Aquarius energy as well. Yeah, it's almost like you're very loyal to your craft. You're very loyal to what you do here. It's like with her, it's like also yellow. There's yellow in the background. Yellow represents like, represents light, you know, just happiness. Yellow, like, you could be someone's yellow here. I'm hearing Yellow by Coldplay. Interesting. But yeah, yellow is a very like symbolic symbolic color of like happiness. Yeah, but she's wearing red. It's like the way that you maybe handle your energy could seem foolish to other people. Yeah, like people could look at you sideways is what I'm getting. People look at you sideways because you could be someone who's very like free flowing, or you just have like this energy to you that's very like aloof, even like it's very confusing to people because you hold a lot of insight, and it's like you might not show it, but in the surface level people see you as someone who's very like innocent, maybe playful, very free spirited. Like you see how she's jumping off the cliff. It's like she could be jumping off the cliff for whatever reason, God knows, but at the same time it could be to her demise, or it can make her fly. Like you never know. Like I am getting like, and you have like this loyal companion beside you that just kind of like follows you everywhere and kind of guides you in a way, but is also there to like cheer you on. And this could represent like a pet that you have. Maybe you have a very you have this pet that's like meant to be a guide to you, or this could be like a spirit guide that guides you. And it's a very interesting energy I'm getting. I kind of like this energy. Like you could be someone who, yeah, maybe you're silly, or maybe people see you as silly because you're like, and you see how she's smiling here, like you are a very inquisitive person. You are very you're very like mysterious, like mystifying, a mystic, and your energy could be very like confusing to people because like you're willing to take the next step into diving into your subconscious, even is what I'm getting, to change the way that you see life, change the way that you see people, change the way that you see the world. And this can make people think that you are naive, or you are a very foolish person, or you're very aloof. But in reality, you could just be someone who understands the levels and the laws of the spirit, the spiritual realm, and you use that to your advantage. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Like if you have spiritual guides, if you have spirit guides, and if you have spiritual tools, you're meant to use them. That's why you have them. You're not meant to hide them, suppress them, weaken them. And I think that is a very big lesson as well in here, of knowing that if you are someone who maybe feels suppressed, or maybe for so long you felt like you're clairvoyant or clairsentient or clairaudient, but you've always been kind of seen as weird or different or complex or confused, or just people just look down on you in some type of way for being that way. It's in order to weaken you. It's in order to cause you to feel like you're not to not see your spiritual strength, to not see the capability that you have when it comes to your spirit. Because you could be a very powerful, wise spirit. You could be a very old soul here. You could be an old soul, but a free spirit. That's definitely the energy I'm getting. You're someone very wise, very ancient energy. But you're very free flowing. You're very fluid. You're very just like, I'm willing to take that new risk. I'm willing to think about a new idea. A fresh new beginning is at play here. And I think that that's really cool. And like, I think that you also have this very like playful energy. Like, she's holding a white rose. Like, you're someone who like, you're willing to restart, you're willing to change, you're willing to grow. And maybe it's a way that's very unconventional. The high priestess is an unconventional energy. You don't do things conventionally or traditionally, you know, not like the Hierophant. The Hierophant is the one who does things very conventionally, very strict, very rigid, very religiously. You're someone who does things more out of like the spiritual element of things. Like, you could be a spiritualist. Maybe you're not necessarily someone who is religious. You could be someone who believes in God, but maybe you just don't believe God in the way that a organized religion would. Maybe you believe in higher power, whatever it is. But this is really interesting energy, and those are 2 major arcana. So this is, yeah, there's a lot of, yeah, oh my gosh, this is beautiful energy, I might say. You guys have beautiful energy. The Empress and Temperance. Yeah, you guys could be like angelic, or you have this like angelic grace to you, but I think that you guys hide it. I think that you guys hide it. You hide your wisdom, you hide your freeness. Maybe to some people that's why you are seen as mysterious. Maybe you're seen as like shady or like sketchy, because you have like this quality about you that's very like, you're able to shift yourself for a room, and not in like a bad way. I think that it's like you're able to understand the energy in the room, and you kind of are able to create an atmosphere for the energy in the room that is very valuable to the energy in the room. But at the same time, it can make people feel uncomfortable, or if they have their own insecurities or their own, you know, I heard their own oddities of what they think about spirituality, or they think about people in general, they will kind of mirror that to you. And I think that you are definitely someone who's a very reflective person, and you have this mirror that you hold back to a lot of people, and it could be their subconscious fears. So if you walk into a room and all of a sudden the room shifts, and you just can hold this, you can hold the room so well, you can feel the vibes, you're just someone who's very in tune with everything spiritually, it could make a lot of people feel weird, feel uncomfortable, feel unsure, feel like, what is this person, who does this person think they are? And it could come off differently to different types of people. Some people can love it. Some people can love that you're eccentric, or you're different, or you have this kind of energy that makes the room stop and stare, or makes the room like a little bit more elevated, right? And yeah, I think that's an interesting quality. I think that a lot of people subconsciously do hold a lot of fears in their psyche, and when they do things very societally structured, if you're someone who does things not societally structured, like you don't follow the constructs of what society base, you know, success on, or what society base attractiveness on, whatever it is, that makes you 1313 on my timer, that makes you very different, that makes you odd, that makes you you know, eclectic, whatever it is. But I just think that's like, I think it's cool. I think a lot of people do think that you're cool. I think you're cool. But maybe it's like you there is this quality of like, you're always like up in arms when it comes to things. Maybe you do have this kind of state of mind where you do need to watch out for being easily tricked into thinking that everything is all fine and dandy, when in reality, behind the spiritual veil, there could be a lot more sinister energy. And I think that's what you're learning, as well as what I'm picking up on. You guys could be learning how to deal with the spiritual realms without it overwhelming you, or without it impacting your state of mind. Because as a high priestess, the spiritual realm is all types of spirits. It's negative spirits. It's evil energy, evil attachments to your energy that can happen if you're not aware, and if you're not understanding of your energy. If you don't know what your energy is like, if you don't understand your own energy, yeah, you're gonna be a fool, because you don't understand your power. You don't understand your wisdom that you can share to others. You don't understand the validity of your own energy, and how powerful and how impactful it could be to a room, to someone next to you. And I think that if you are in a very foolish energy, it's like a risk. It's like rolling the dice, right? You can roll the dice, and you could be the most energetic, uplifting, fun, interesting person in the room, or you could be quiet, mysterious, odd, rude, if people see it that way, anxious, even if you're picking up on someone's energy that isn't yours and you feel very uneasy. It's very important to protect your energy and protect your space, and know that your values might not always kind of coincide with someone else's. And I think that you are someone who can take that risk and actually it be a good thing, with that leap of faith. I think that you're someone who does believe in faith here. So you walk by faith and not by sight. And I think that this actually does lead you to experiences that are meant to uplift your elevation spiritually. Uplift you spiritually is what I'm hearing. Wow. Yeah, 8 of Cups. Okay, 8 of Cups with the 4 of Cups. Yeah, it's like, yeah. Okay, so you see how she's like going the other way. You're going to your own, you like follow your own ideas of spirituality, or you go to what spiritually feels good for you, what you feel spiritually is destined for you. You could be yeah, it's like you even deal with like a lot of dark energy, or you could deal with a lot of dark people, or a lot of people who have a lot of unhealed wounds, a lot of darkness. They're attracted to you because of your light. You are able to turn darkness into light. You're able to turn hate and negativity and transmute it and alchemize it into positivity. And this can make a lot of people who have that kind of unhealed wounds, those toxic dark energies, feel kind of like almost like they're like fireflies, like, or like a moth to a flame, right? Like you could be like the flame, and they're like, they feel just so attracted to you. Like they feel like you're the one, that your energy is like the most intense, the most like fulfilling in a way. But I think it is important to realize that that's not going to get you anywhere, and I think that it's not going to get them anywhere. My bad. And I think that that is why a lot of people do maybe see you as someone who's too intense, and they get your energy, they like your energy, but they don't feel like they can be fulfilled themselves, so they walk away. 8 of Cups is all about walking away emotionally. This could be an energy of like, you do deal with a lot of people maybe like emotionally get really invested in you and then like walk away all of a sudden, or there's just like this weird barrier that causes them to feel very, very like standoffish towards you. It's like all of a sudden it's like it's like you trigger people's insecurities, you mirror people's insecurities, and that freaks them out. That makes people scared. That makes people insecure. You, like if you walk into a room, let's say you're walking into a room, you're all confident, you could see someone like kind of like shrugging or being really weird, or looking at you a certain way and feeling like they have to like change how they look, or feel like they have to like, you know, move a certain way. It's like, I just feel like I pick up on this kind of very like interesting energy that a lot of people like, but it could be easily taken advantage of. Like people will like want you, and then emotionally they can't give you something. They could be very emotionally unavailable, or they can emotionally like invest in you just to walk away from you, to maybe hinder your sense of self, or maybe feel like, yeah, it's like with the 4 Cups here, yeah, this is a lot of like competitive energy, to cause like strife in your energy, to cause strife in your mind, to make people like, it's a lot of competition. Like it is secret competition. That's what I'm getting. Thank you, Spirit. So it's like these people want to see, like they want to see what you stand for, they want to see what you do, like they want to get into your life, they want to see what's up with you, but ultimately they don't want to stay. This is actually kind of like a little bit messed up, but they don't want to stay. They just kind of like, it's like they envy the quality that you do have, they admire it, but at that same time there is a sense of like resentment towards you, resentment and anger towards you. It's like they could be like, oh, why is this person like, how does this person act like that and think that it's okay? Like that's what I'm picking up. Like, why does this person think that they can like be that way? Like, don't they understand, like maybe someone doesn't follow like the social hierarchy, or just something about you, you're just very 1919 on my timer. You just like, if something doesn't fit your lifestyle, if something doesn't fit what you think that you need in your life, you will walk away. You will start a new beginning. You'll do something different. You won't keep on pressuring yourself into staying into a mindset or a mind frame that is going to keep you stuck, basically. And I feel like people do try to mess with you. They try to make you apathetic. They try to make you disappointed, depressed by walking away from you. But I think it's ultimately something that they need to deal with within themselves. It's definitely like a projection thing, because you see how she's like sad. She's not focusing on the 3 cups behind her, which is literally celebration. It's like having fun, being social. It's like you deserve that. You deserve to be social. You deserve to have fun. You deserve to be yourself. You deserve to live life like in a great way. But you see how it's almost like this mysterious person that left is coming back with the 1 cup, that they want to give you when you're already down and out, or when you're already feeling like meh, or feeling like, wow, this person walked away. 2022 on my timer. Is this something that like I did wrong? Is it something that like, it's like people like energy harvest off you emotionally. Your emotional energy is what creates satisfaction in these people, and it's like they want to see you down and out, but they want to be the one to give you that love back. It's a very, very interesting energy. A very interesting energy. But I feel like you guys could be very closed off with certain people or certain situations. Maybe you guys are someone who, you're a very intimate person, but you also know when to cut something off. Like, you're really good at like cutting something off when it's no longer serving you. And not in like a narcissistic, like superior way, but like in a way of like, okay, this person is clearly taking advantage of me or using me for their own gain. So it's time to move on. It's time to walk away. And I think that is something that a lot of people do admire, but I feel like people emotionally can't really give you that sense of relief, you know? Yeah, the Empress. Yeah, they walk away from the Empress. It's like they don't want to emotionally invest in an Empress here, because 6 of Wands, you guys are victorious. The Chariot. Yeah, it's like you guys, it's very interesting energy, because it's like they know that you can be successful. They know that they can succeed with you. They know that you win a lot. In a lot of ways, you're someone who, you can overcome a lot of emotional turbulence. Yeah. It's like all the stress, worry, the competition, the fighting, it's like you heal from it, and the universe literally grants you success from that, grants you like this sense of elevation here in your energy. Interesting. Yeah, I just feel like these are people who, like, they hold a lot of resentment and anger in themselves, and it's like you will take that anger and you will try to find out why, you know, in your subconscious, why you hold resentment or why you have this anger, and you will actually try to like work through it and like guide yourself out of it. Yeah, I literally can't make this up. Yeah, and I feel like people who have this very like subconscious fear, maybe there's a lot of people, or there's someone in your energy who like has a subconscious fear of like independent, powerful women, or women who are in control of their own selves, who emotionally don't need to depend on a man, whatever it is, I don't know. That can trigger men's ego, and that can trigger, and this could be for women too, like if a man is very like, you know, self-controlled, self-assured, they don't need to be seduced by someone, like that can cause the woman to feel like resentful because they don't feel like they can attract that person, or they don't feel like that person cares, or whatever it is. It can go both ways, you know? So I think that that's very interesting. Yeah, the 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, so, okay. We're going back to this death energy. You are an Empress, so you can balance, you hold like the both worlds in your hand. You can see the spiritual realm, you can see the 3D realm, right? You realize the death energy that comes with these partnerships, right? The judgment that you face, the impulsive, reckless decisions that you may have had in the past, or that people do when it comes to you. It could be very impulsive, immature, even like people could be very immature towards you. They don't like the fact that you can hold yourself high, like hold yourself in high esteem. They want you down. They want you not to feel like an Empress, right? Because ultimately that's when they can control you. Yeah, 22 could be significant. I think I said that in the beginning, right? Something about 22, or maybe I said that in the last video. You could be 22, or 2022 could have been significant. That could have been your energy, or that year that you really healed a lot. Yeah, 222. You could be seeing 222 a lot. Yeah, and the High Priestess is number 2. So 2 is definitely significant in this reading here. It's like you follow yourself to understand how you can actually recognize what holds you back, and what can cause you to actually propel forward. This is a lot about spiritual, this is like your spiritual strength, spiritual insight. And this is why you could get people really like unsettled or whatever, because it's like you have the spiritual quietness to you. It's like your spirit is so strong for some reason. It's a very it's a very like intense feeling for some people, and some people don't know how to like process it correctly. So like instead it'll come off as projection, hate, you know, rude, insecurity. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. Yeah, there's always a lot of resistance when it comes to people even wanting to come towards you. Maybe because they want to nurture you, or they see that you're nurturing, but they don't also, it's like there's the secretness to you. You could be very secretive, and it's not necessarily a mean or a bad thing. It's just that you hold things close to your chest, and that could be kind of like, you know, to some people, because they're like, okay, well, are they hiding something? Like, what are they hiding? Why are they so quiet? Why are they so secretive? Why are they so private? But it's like you are just trying to protect your energy from projections and people that basically want to get all your information to use it against you, or to create instability in your life. And like, I feel like as a spiritual person, you're very spiritually inclined to understand that. Yeah, the Tower, Justice. Oh my gosh, wow. Whoa. I can't make this up. Wow, Spirit, that's crazy. Yeah, it's like you're moving on from the subconscious fear of maybe like religious control over you, or if someone is like, has been like using religion to control you or something like that. But it's like the Tower, Justice, Strength, and Temperance. Like, you can't top that. Like, that's just like, that is just insane. Like, you have this shock value that you're like a phoenix rising from the ashes. And yeah, it's like you're all in one. And it's like, I'm getting the energy of really balancing your energy, or balancing yourself out when you're in water. Something about being in water here, grounding yourself as well. Like, you're able to move forward. You move forward like from, yeah, maybe someone like ghosts you or no contact or whatever. Like, you move on, you grow, and you transform, like as you should. Like, you should always be that way. Yeah, the Sun. Yeah, the Empress and the Sun, like, it can't get any better than that. Like, this is such a beautiful reading. Page of Cups. Yeah, you have like this like free, innocent kind of vibe to you. Yeah, this King of Cups came back. Whoa. So a King of Cups could be wanting to come back to you, I heard. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or this is someone who's very emotionally secure, emotionally stable here. They could see you as someone who could be maybe a little bit childish, or you have this like childish, maybe emotional aspect to yourself. And yeah, I feel like this is like, yeah, 77. You could be seeing 77 a lot. Whoa, oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah, so it's like, I think someone's just ego got the best of them ultimately, and it was like an illusion. They were dealing with this illusion of the past, maybe that like something would be balanced, something would be an equal give and take. If they walked away, you would come back, you would, something like that, you would come back and like fight for them, or something about like exposing this energy and exposing like the aspect of like why they did what they did here. But maybe I feel like you just looked at the red flags and you kind of just made that change. And it's like, now you could be seeing sunflowers a lot as well, is what I'm saying. The color yellow could be significant here, and orange. Yeah, something in the orange tells me we're not done. So someone here doesn't feel done with you. Like, they feel like there's something mysterious about you that they like want to begin again. But it's like they had to figure out how to emotionally not invest in you in a way that would corrode their own sense of self. That's the thing. It's like when you deal with people who can be really magnetic, they can attract a lot of people who want that, who are very who admire that. But ultimately, you admire it, but you also are envious of it. And this can be a lot of men are like this. They're very envious towards women. They have a lot of like secret hostility underneath, you know, women being empowered or women loving themselves. And it's just interesting to see. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like people definitely see that you have this like interesting energy. You're interesting to see as well, is what I heard. That's why I'm like, interesting to see. You're interesting to someone. Very interesting to someone. But it's like, it's almost like the purity that you have makes someone feel a little bit like unsettled in a way. Maybe someone, you know, thinks that you're too pure or you're too innocent or you're too, you know, you're too sweet is what I'm getting. Yeah, this is like, yeah, Pisces. You could be a Pisces or an Aquarius, but like free spirit. Something about you achieving your goals, your wishes, your success here. It's admirable. It's admirable. You could be someone could be wanting to send you like a little message, or someone could be sending you a sweet message or a sweet text or something. But this could, you know, go back to my other message that I was just reading about. Someone's very toxic and someone's very in devil energy. So you just gotta watch out for that stuff. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you are definitely someone who, you're a Queen of Pentacles, but at the same time, like, yeah, something about, you have to be patient. You gotta be patient with something here. You can't like rush into something. You can't expect something to happen like so quickly, or you can't be naive to the point where you just if someone doesn't emotionally invest in you, that you keep egging it on. Like, it's just important to just know when to let go. Yeah, High Priestess, Justice in the reverse. Which way do you want the Spirit? Okay, sideways. Which way do you want the Spirit? Yeah, so I believe that justice will always live on earth. Interesting. Okay. I just wanted to be sideways, so we're gonna keep it that way. Yeah, so yeah, I feel like there's always like what if about you. Like, what if this happens with you? What if this, like, you make people like get into their head to question like, what if this lasted? What if this can happen? What? But at the same time, it's like, you deserve justice. You don't deserve a maybe. Exactly. Like, you're a High Priestess, you don't deserve a maybe. High Priestess is all about knowing the right choice and using their wisdom to know and understand and recognize things. It's like, you deserve to be assured. You deserve to be aware enough to know that you will always get justice. The universe always places justice in your favor. Whether you believe it or not, whether you think that you made a foolish decision, whether or not you believe that you are being guided, in the end, justice will always prevail. So that is what I'm getting from that. Okay, can we clarify the Fool, Spirit? Why is the Fool here? Okay, yeah, this is someone who like is really conformed. They're very like, or they don't conform, or sorry, they conform to a lot of things here. A lot of like social structure, religious beliefs here. Clarify the Fool. Yeah, Two of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, I feel like it's like you're starting fresh from something. There's so much Libra energy in this. A lot of maybe. It's like, if you feel hesitant to take a new decision or take a leap of faith, it's like your spirit is telling you to go. Your spirit is telling you there's something new. There's something more. There's something more for you. There's something more for you. It could be a very mysterious kind of vibe, like something mysteriously happening for you. But you need to emotionally detach from this energy of like believing in injustices or believing that something isn't just for you. Yeah. Okay, Eight of Cups in the reverse. Why is the Eight of Cups in the reverse? Or, sorry, why is the Eight of Cups here? Yeah, so. Interesting. Why is the Eight of Cups upright? Why is the Eight of Cups upright? Three of Cups. Yeah. So it's like someone ultimately could resort to third parties. Someone could resort in just wanting to just be social and wanting to communicate with you in a way that I think that it doesn't get to a level that you might desire. Like, you could be someone who likes to think deeply about things. You have a lot of deep knowledge, or you like to think inquisitively, and maybe you're just learning to walk away from things that don't provide that for you, and that is okay. And I feel like you're recognizing that it's important to leave people who are just involved in third parties, and third parties can be anything. It could be other people, it could be addictions, it could be whatever. It's just, you're learning to leave that and let that go. Clarify the Empress. Four Wands, yeah. Oh, the four Wands in reverse. So yeah, the Hermit in reverse. You need to focus more on what sparks you in life. Focus more on what causes you to maybe feel misguided, or maybe feel like you do kind of walk into situations that ultimately cause more insecurity than security. And yeah, I think that there's this energy of like really caring for yourself in a way that you have to detach emotionally from a lot of people. And this is just for your best interest for yourself. If you are constantly indulging in other people's emotions and investing in other people's emotions except your own, you're ultimately neglecting your own self, and that's actually causing a lot more issues. Because if you can't be there for yourself, you can't be there for anyone else in the right way. And I just get this energy of like something about like an imbalance here. You're focusing too much on the injustices rather than what justice has been served for you. And I think that ultimately is what makes you feel like you're on the back burner, what makes you feel like you're hesitant to start a new hesitant to start a new journey, a new beginning, a new sense of relief in life, and to see things more on the positive side, to see things more in a light energy, less in like a isolating, self-deprecating, just like negative energy. I feel like it's important for you to understand that there is time to take rest, to seek your own solitude, to recognize what's throwing you off, to recognize what's shifting you, but not to stay in that, not to stay so caught up in the idea of maybe the spiritual aspect of how spiritually someone could be attacking you. You could be dealing with spiritual warfare, all that kind of stuff. I think it's important to know when there is a time to retreat, rejuvenate, rest, but also get back up again and focus on you, and focus on what is good for you and how you can actually glow and shine, and allow your shine to be seen. I'm also getting an energy of like you have to drop somebody. Just drop something, whatever it is. It could be an addiction, it could be a person, it could be an idea. You gotta drop something here, because it's not, you might think that it's actually spiritually elevating you, but it could spiritually be depleting you. So yeah. Okay, clarify the sun. Why is the sun here? Very interesting. Clarify the sun. Okay. Clarify the sun. Yeah, Leo energy. There's Leo energy. There is Taurus energy. A lot of Aquarius and Pisces and Libra energy. Yeah, okay, Judgment. This is Libra energy again. So a lot of Libra energy. Yeah, so it's like something that's being exposed to you in your mentality, in your way of thinking. It's like you're following the call. It's like being exposed. You're following the call. You're awakening your awareness to things, even if people don't understand it, even if people don't want to understand it, even if people resent it. You're like, I'm here, I've arrived, I am, I'm going to shine as bright as I can, even if that means I have to walk away from people, places, and things that do not value that in me, that do not see the purity in what I can do. And I think that ultimately it's a positive thing for you. It's a positive thing to follow your calling. It's a positive thing to follow your purpose. It's a positive thing to, you know, in good faith, not make poor judgments or poor thinking off of maybe a lack of feeling secure in any situation you might be in. It's important to follow what actually makes you happy and what makes you feel fulfilled, because if you're constantly thinking about the what ifs, if you're constantly worrying about the injustices made in your life, you're gonna be blocked, and you're not gonna see the celebrations that you can have within anything in your life. If you allow that to be cleared, if you allow that to not worry, not fixate on it, not think that that's the rest of your life, not think that that's everything that is in your life, when you just focus on the priorities of what you can do for yourself and what you can actually utilize to make your life more meaningful, make your life more positive, then yeah, that's definitely a good judgment call. Yeah, so it's like you could be really focusing on walking away from things that aren't serving you. And yeah, it's like with the 8 of Cups in reverse here, stagnation, indecision, staying in a bad situation. Exactly. So it's like you're getting the message here that you're gonna have to keep on seeing things clearly and seeing things in a more how do I explain this? Seeing things from a more happy and playful side, because ultimately, if you stay in something that is not good for you, you're going to keep on falling short of a lot of things. You're going to keep on disregarding yourself, disregarding your power, disregarding just not even your power, just disregarding your own spiritual strength and your own spiritual insight. And if you just like block yourself spiritually, everything that comes into your life is going to be a foresight of that. Everything that comes into your life is going to be a reflection of that. If you're spiritually blocking your sense of self and sense of spirit, all that is for your spirit, that is supposed to fulfill your spirit, that's supposed to be fruitful to your spirit, is going to be denied, and it's going to be not given to you. The opportunities are going to be missed, the doors are going to be closed. So it's important to know what's in your life and to essentially make those decisions not with hesitancy, or not with too much rationality or indecision, but with a clear mind, a clear judgment, and to really value that and value your decisions and value your decision making. Yeah, because you could have been staying in a cycle here. This is like a fate, something fated to end. Something was fated to end so something could begin, and that was important for you to make that judgment call to move on. So this could be moving on from a person, place, or thing, or a situation, whatever it is. It's like, yeah, someone else, an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah, it's like you had to be able to make that judgment call to move forward in order for you to be enlightened, in order for you to realize that like all that glitters is not gold. You know, all that you see in front of you is not necessarily what is happening behind the scenes. And I feel like this is why you hold so much like quiet power to you, because you are a high priestess who does deal with this, and you deal with injustices in life. Everyone does. Like it's not necessarily like a one-time thing. Like you're gonna deal with injustices, you're gonna deal with people being shady, you're gonna deal with betrayal, you're gonna deal with like all those kinds of things. But it's important to recognize that even through that, you know, justice will always prevail. Everyone is going to be like, the light will always overshine the darkness, you know, like it takes time, it takes a lot of time, you know, give it time, everything in divine timing. Yeah, so maybe it's like it could have been something that was really hard for you to walk away from, maybe a situation, maybe an experience that was so emotionally depleting that you were just like, why there's no justice in this. And I feel like the universe is really telling you, like, give it time. Like that leap that you're taking, that new beginning that you're taking, just might as well show everything that needs to be shown. Might as well shine a light on all the darkness that has been going through your life, or all the darkness that has been maybe being directed towards you, or like causing you to feel imbalanced, causing you to feel insecure. You know, it's important to dial down and recognize spiritually what is being thrown at you, what you're being targeted as, versus what is truly your integrity and your morals and what you value as a person. People can morally be righteous but also not value themselves and make poor decisions. Like that's just a normal thing that happens. And in order for you to realize and actually change and elevate yourself, you need to focus on how you can work on that and make that proper judgment call. And if you're already starting doing that, I think that's an amazing start. And I think that things definitely do take time. 8 of Cups is a lot. Like those 8 cups, you dealt with all those 8 cups, and it's right after the 7 of Cups, which is like illusions, confusion, you know, maybe things that seem like they're real but they're not. It's like the 8 of Cups is like finally like coming back to reality, realizing like all that I invested in could have been a fantasy. It could have all just been a dream for all we know, but I have to walk away. Even though I put all my heart and soul into that emotion, it's important to just, you gotta let it go. You gotta be able to celebrate yourself. You gotta be able to celebrate what you got out of that situation. And ultimately, this is why I think it's a beautiful reading, because it went from the High Priestess to the Sun at the end. It's like all this that was in the darkness, all this that was spiritually behind the spiritual veil is now coming to light. And it's like, you deserve your flowers. And I'm hearing Flowers by Miley Cyrus. I can buy myself flowers, write my name in the sand, talk to myself for hours, some things you don't understand. I'm not actually singing, but you know, you get the message. And yeah, I think that it's important to know that the results, yeah, you'll get the best results if you ultimately are living in the light and you are not focusing so much on the darkness, or focusing so much on how much darkness has overshadowed you, because ultimately that's you giving in. That's you giving into that emotional investment that you had over all these turbulent energies, all these turbulent times, instead of realizing that what you get out of that is so much more important than what happened, if that makes sense. Like, if it makes you a stronger person, if it makes you a more wise person, if it makes you a more intuitive person, if it makes you a more if it makes you less of a judgmental person, if it makes you someone who starts to see things through a more clear lens, then I think that's a win. I think that's better than, you know, letting yourself sulk in what could be, you know, all the illusions of what happened, all the illusions of this and that, you know, because also when you go through certain things, sometimes the way that you see it now in present tense can be very different from how it actually took place. And yeah, I think that's just something that is important to recognize and realize. Yeah, your intuition here. Your intuition could have been really like, just, I feel like you could have just been someone who, with your third eye, you could have been blocking it, or this like subconscious fear could have been blocking you. Maybe because you think that since the past took place and what happened in the past is going to be indicative of your future. It's like, no, not necessarily, especially if you do the work to actually, yeah, no, it's not the right time. So yeah, I feel like something that could have caused like a lot of like, could have caused a lot of destruction, maybe for you, maybe for your self-esteem, maybe for your confidence. It's like you had to have patience to build yourself up. It's like when you go through something, it could ultimately really screw you over. It can really mess you up, but you have to take that time, 48, I saw my timer, to build yourself up. You know, it's a learning process. Sometimes you have to go through things that really screw you up to make you stronger, to make you more what's the word, more just assertive in what you want and assertive in how you go about life. And you know, with trials, with tests, there's always a lesson, and there's always, you know, something that people, that's the thing too, like there's always something that you feel like you have to prove, or there's a lot of people who will make you think that you have to prove something. There's a lot of people who will make you feel like you have to prove why you are a certain way, why you made this judgment call, why certain things happen. It's like, once you really focus on taking that leap and just not thinking about so much of the repercussions, or thinking so much, not to say like you go out and like do some crazy stuff and don't expect yourself to have consequences, because that's what happens, you're gonna have consequences. But it's basically to know that it's okay to take a new step forward. It's okay to change up your mind. It's okay to like be one way and the next day you feel like you want to be a different way. You want to just change up everything about you. Like, I feel like that's something that like people don't really realize you can do. You can always become a new version of yourself every single day. You're not meant to stay put in an idea of yourself, or meant to stay put in a mindset of yourself that's always going to be the same. That's just not how you grow. That's not how life works. And I feel like, yeah, it's like you have to deal with challenges to work on yourself. You have to deal with challenges to work on your inner healing. Yeah. So maybe something about your health. Maybe you need to prioritize your health more. Prioritize your health in a way that is going to uplift you, going to up-level you, whether this is like exercising more, whether this is like, you know, going out more, drinking more water, you know, doing things that like that fulfill you, and doing things that help you. I think that's very important. Your health is very important here. Okay, we have confession. Someone has something to tell you here. So someone could be wanting to confess something to you here. Someone feels, and it's interesting, yeah. Change of residence, moving in. Someone wants to confess something to you. But it's interesting because it's like, it's more so like the woman in this picture that's confessing to the man. So maybe someone wants to confess to you, or vice versa. Again, take what resonates. What else is this energy about? What is this energy about? What is this message? Yeah, okay. Find out more information. Don't overwork yourself. Okay. So there's something about like you having to like really like just relax, calm yourself down, don't overwork yourself. More information is going to you're gonna get more information, bits and pieces. Things are gonna be shown to you here. Yeah, I feel like this is something about your calling. This is something about your purpose here. Yeah, because you see how like it's about following your heart here. It's like the trumpets have been already ringing, and you have to be able to like rise to the call. And in this card it says caution, but it's a heart with the what's the name for it? It's a heart with the, it's like the infirmary like plus or whatever, like the Red Cross kind of thing, right? Yeah, that's what it is. It's like something about you finding information about maybe what you do that is going to help you feel happy inside. It's going to help you feel more okay with what your calling is. Maybe for a long time you felt like, okay, well maybe this isn't the calling for me because it's not something that a lot of people are going to feel positive about. But it's like ultimately if it just makes one person happy, minus all the thousands of people who aren't going to be unhappy about it, then that's a good thing. If one person's at 5335 on my timer, if one person is going to get a positive understanding, or something is going to be positive, a positive reaction to someone, then that's better than a 1,000 negative people who are just going to hate. Like I think so. But I mean, it is how it is. Some haters are gonna hate, you know? Okay. Okay, we have pets. Getting a new pet, giving a pet more current love. So yeah, maybe something about like giving your pets love. Maybe talking to your pets. Maybe just being close with your pets. Maybe they are, like I said with the Fool, you see how like the dog is right next to her. It's like your dog is like your spirit guide, or is your spirit animal or something here. And I think if you give your pet love and more love, it'll be, I don't know, it'll be something, it'll be nice. It'll just be a nice thing. That's the message I'm getting from that. I'm also, really interesting message. I'm getting like not literally follow in the footsteps of your animals, but like see how they are. Like if your animals are very like attuned to themselves and nature, and or they're very like vigilant and aware, like there's a reason. Animals are very sensitive and they can pick up on a lot. 55 1 or 55 1 1 on my timer. And if you just like can understand why your animals are a certain way or why they act a certain way, it's like that already just like, I don't know, that can like, maybe you can be more attuned to them and be more attuned to how they feel, and they can help you. They can really like make you more balanced and more like okay and comforted. Like animals do your comfort. So okay, we have distance. You or your partner may be physically or emotionally distant. Yeah, someone is in the middle of something trying to sabotage this. I don't know if you guys are dealing with like a third party thing. I don't know what it is, but I think distance is important. Our distance makes the heart grow fonder. This could be a friendship as well. So maybe if you're distant from a friend, maybe you guys are both just needing to, you know, focus on your own self, focus on your life, focus on getting better, and just doing what's best for you guys, you know? Yeah, manifest. So yeah, tell the universe exactly what you want. So something about like not being so indecisive with the universe. Like if you're indecisive and always anxious, that's the thing too. If you're constantly anxious, you're constantly indecisive, you're constantly unsure, that's what the universe is going to give you. Uncertainty in situations, confusion in situations, anxiety in situations, and it's so much easier said than done. I'm not saying like if you have a chronic disorder and you deal with that, it's not as simple as like just stop being anxious. Like that's not how it works. But when you kind of reprogram yourself to see in a way that's very holistic, universally, that will actually change your life. Like that will really just, it will help you just see things in such a better way. And I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm always so quick to believe in manifestation and think that everything you think is gonna be manifested, because that's not necessarily the case. And sometimes it can be sour. You can manifest something that actually turns out to be what you manifested, like what you wish for, but you know, be careful what you wish for, kind of thing. And yeah, I think that that's just something that you need to be like aware of and recognize. That if you show the universe how you're acting, how you're feeling, if you're on that vibrational frequency, the universe will give you that. If you are on a different vibrational frequency, and it takes work. That's why no one likes to do the inner work. Not no one. I mean, a lot of people like to do it, but like no one wants to do the inner work, or they find it very hard. They find it a hassle. They find it a struggle, because ultimately when you get to that point and you do the work, the reward is so much greater than the process of it, but the process is so gruesome that it feels like ultimately like, what is the point? So yeah, it is important to realize that the process, it's all in the process and how you maintain the process. If you find that positive, happy, not toxic positivity, but if you find like the gratitude, the understanding, the hope in the process, it can make the outcome so much greater than you would actually even fathom. Yeah, so we heard, so no, not the right time. You could be seeing bees a lot as well, and ladybugs. You could definitely be seeing ladybugs. I've been seeing ladybugs everywhere, and bees, so yeah, so it's not the right time. What does this know about? No, it's not the right time. Can I get more information on no, it's not the right time? Yeah, okay. Give it time. Yeah, okay. So someone is still trying to figure themselves out. So this could pertain to you, or it could be someone in your energy trying to figure out what they like, who they are, everything. And I think it's important to give it time, you know? Everything in divine timing. Let things flow. Yeah, okay. This card always comes out and I'm like, why? Why? Narcissist. Someone is so full of themselves here. Yeah, I think this is someone, okay. This could be someone who is really involved in getting in the middle of sabotaging something for you, maybe sabotaging a commitment that you have or a commitment that is destined for you. We have Mercury retrograde. Yeah, communication, review everything. Yeah, so Mercury retrograde just took place. So if you have been dealing with glitches, communication issues, technology issues, 1001 on my timer, yeah, that was definitely Mercury retrograde that was taking place. That was causing a lot of like issues, and even like electronic issues, car issues, whatever it is. Yeah, make a decision to work on you. Yeah, I feel like there's an earth sign and an air sign in your energy who could be like very involved with you, or very like just like intrigued by how you manifested something, or you manifest in a way that is so like oh, like I heard like wonderful. Okay, it's like wonderful, like you're full of wonder, and the universe grants you this curiosity that I think that you don't really necessarily like always look at. Like you don't realize how much oneness you are with the world, and how much the world actually grants you a lot of wishes. 10-10 on my timer. Yeah, and it's just about patience. Like you're someone who would rather be patient and take your sweet old time than just want something so quickly, so fast, with, you know, ultimately having to deal with like everything after that. And I think that, yeah, I mean, it is something about like this energy of you really manifesting a new beginning out of dealing with maybe a blockage. You could have had like a blockage in your throat chakra. Like maybe there was a lot of like being silenced. Like people didn't want you to speak up about your truth. People didn't like the fact that you have your own decisions and you make your own decisions and you say what you want to say. And 10:55 on my timer. Yeah, it's just something about like what you say has a lot of impact, and people don't want you to say things in a way that kind of irritates their own demons, irritates their own way of thinking, their own unhealed wounds, whatever it is. It's like someone who's in constant battle with themselves. Don't think that they're just all of a sudden going to be so dandy with you. Like it's always going to be a constant battle with them, because they're always at war with themselves. And if you constantly try to figure someone out like this, especially a narcissist, if you constantly try to figure this narcissist out, you're just going to be left like having your own, you know, you're going to be thinking the same way. You're going to be thinking like, you're going to be thinking way too critical, way too personal of yourself, because it's like, yes, it's your world. Yes, we are technically the center of the universe. Yes, we are technically our own souls, everything like that. I get that. But when you're so preoccupied within your own self, within your own wants, within your own doing, it gets so messy in a way where it becomes more of like a passion project to just want to make someone better, to want to make someone see your side, to want to make someone just recognize that you're your own person. And that like ultimately will not save you. That will actually cause your manifestations to be blocked and cause you not to feel like you can, you know, you can take those steps to new destinations, new decisions, you know, everything. And yeah, so I think that that's really important to recognize, guys, that there's a lot of delight. You have a lot of delightful energy, whether you think it or not. You are a delightful person. Don't allow other people's energy, other people's negative vibes to make you think that you have to be very you know, you have to be that way as well. Like I think that it could get really tough too when you feel like you have to match someone's energy in order to maybe make things lighter in some type of way. But if you just stay true to yourself, really, and you know that you can't, ultimately you can only do better for yourself. You can't really change someone else. You can't change someone's idea of you. You can't change someone's wishes for you. wants for you. All you can do is just try to be a better you every day and try to understand what works for you. And yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully this resonated. If it didn't, that is totally okay. This message could probably not be for you, and that's okay. Just know that not every message is meant to resonate with everyone. Just whoever's on the same vibrational frequency as me. And yeah, if it resonates, take it. If it doesn't, it does not apply. And leave a like, comment, and subscribe if this resonated with you. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.